the year 1931, a British judge told Bhagat Singh that some protocol should be taken to rule this poor and illiterate country. But after 82 years, I don't think that still now we have been able to remove that illiteracy tag. So, we the students of National Institute of Technology Karnataka Surathkal has taken a step towards educating the nation on the technical skills they need to transform India. We, the students of PGIT 2012, has done this project under the guidance of G. Rammohana Reddy. So let's continue with me inside the IT department where you can see the demonstration of our whole project 3D virtual tutor.
Start.
Now we have with us our project manager Suhan Mukherjee. He will share with us the major objectives of this project 3D virtual tutor. So Suhan, please tell us about the objectives of the project 3D virtual tutor.
The main objective in this project is we want to bring together different multimedia technologies, okay, so that we want to create an attractive learning environment in which prospective students can learn about the different multimedia compression algorithms. In this project, we are mainly focused on young learners who want something attractive so that they don't get bored with the usual classroom lectures. Secondly, we want to incorporate support for people having physical disabilities, like those who have visual impairments. And thirdly, we want to make this attractive for elderly people also. So, keeping these things in mind, we have tried to use different multimedia technologies to come up with an innovative project.
Okay. So thank you for sharing with us the objectives of the project 3D virtual tutor. So let's continue with the demo of each of the modules. So firstly, we have Mr. Prashant Jha with us. So starting with Mr. Prashant.
This is the login page of our project 3D Virtual Tutor. Here you have to give email ID and your password for login into the website. So I am giving the email ID as pk3@gmail.com and also the password. And after click on login, it will log you to the home page. So in the home page, we have several modules such as the RSS feeds, live lectures, search, articles, video search, audio compression quiz and various other compressions quiz, and also the Wikipedia. So continue with me into the video where you can see the demo of each of the modules shown in the home page.
Today we have with us Mr. Ravi Mittal from the authentication team. He will share with us some overview of this module and also give us a demo of the whole module. So starting with interview, first meet Mr. Ravi Mittal. So meet Mr. Ravi Mittal. Thank you Mr. Mittal for joining with us. Okay. So can you give us an overview of the module which your team has done?
Yes, our team was assigned the task of face authentication module. Actually, we have kept two-phase authentication in our project. The first phase is that the user will enter his username and password, and if he is authenticated, means username and password are matched with the database entries, then he is redirected to face detection module, which our team has implemented. In face detection module, the user will keep his face before a webcam, and his face will be matched with the faces already stored in database. We have many training sets corresponding to each user. If the face of the user is matched with the face in database and the corresponding username also matched, then the user will be redirected to our portal, e-learning portal. Otherwise, if there is no entry in the database regarding the face of the user, then an error message is printed.
Thank you for sharing the details of your module. So can you show us a demo of your whole module?
Yeah, module is ready, it's working fully, and I can show you a demo.
Hello everyone, my name is Alok Kumar and I'm going to show a video demo of our module in the project. Our module was face detection and recognition, and to do the authentication based on that. There are two modules. First of all, a new user adds his face to the database. So here is my friend Hitesh. He is being recognized by our module and he adds his face to the database by clicking on the button add new face, and we get a success message, Hitesh face detected and added. For better results, more than one training sets has to be added. So he will add more than one or two faces from different angles. So it will be better to recognize. He is adding 5 to 6 training sets for each face. The second part of our module is to detect the user. When user is redirected to our module, user have to click on this button detect and recognize. When user clicks this button, then webcam starts working and user's face is recognized. Here Hitesh's face is being recognized as we have stored many training faces, so his name will be retrieved from the database. As you can see, Hitesh's name is being retrieved from the database and user is redirected to our page after he has been successfully logged on by first module, that is username and password. If that username, that is Hitesh, and this name Hitesh retrieved by our module match, then we will redirect the user to the original module, that is e-learning module. So that was how our module is working.
Hi, today we have with us Shubhendu Das, one of the members of the 3D Virtual Character team. So Shubhendu, can you give me an overview of what the team's work is all about?
Yeah, definitely, I will give it. So we have used 3D Avatar in our project. As we all know that Avatar is generally an animated character for interacting with the user. So we have used 3D Avatar in various modules, such as giving examples. We have used 3D Avatar in our UI part for basically for interacting with the user. We also used 3D Avatar in our e-learning modules for summarizing the whole module so that it can be easy for any user to interact, and also for visually impaired person. And finally, we have used 3D Avatar in our quiz part. For quiz, we are sharing the various quiz questions, and that's all we have used in the modules, the 3D Avatar. So that is the whole work we have done in the module regarding the 3D Avatar.
Okay, Shubhendu, it would be really nice if you can see a demo of what you have done.
Yeah, I will show you the demo of my work.
Hi all, I will give you a demo of the 3D Avatar animation. In our module, we have focused on the 3D Avatar. So I am giving you an overview. As I told that Avatar is an animated speaking 3D character which helps the user in navigating the website and also assisting the user for learning. We have used 3D Avatar in our e-learning materials and also in our quiz part. So starting with the demo, I will show you the avatar which we have used in our quiz part and also the avatar which we have used in our e-learning part. We have used a guy in our quiz part. As you can see, when I am moving the cursor from left to right, his eyes is also moving. We have used 3D avatar because it shows much realistic than that of 2D avatar. And in our e-learning part, we have used a girl as an avatar. So by this we have implemented our avatar in our 3D virtual tutor project. That's all from the presentation. Now I will show the demo of our avatar when he is telling some questions or any e-learning material. So I will give you the demo with the quiz. So let's see how the avatar works.
Question. Compared to traditional digital audio files, e.g., WAV, MP3 files, Option A are more resilient to noise when transmitted. Option B are much smaller in size. Option C offer better sound quality. Option D have much higher frequency range.
That's all from the demo part of the 3D avatar.
Christmas lights decorating the tree. These things are dear to me. singing songs and caroling.
Today I have with me our project manager, Mr. Prashant Jha. He will give us first an overview of the whole module, as he is also the module lead. So, and after that he will give us the demo of his module, and finally we will share some experience with him about the whole project. So meet Mr. Prashant Jha.
Hello everyone.
So Mr. Prashant, please give us an overview of the whole module which you were the lead.
Actually, the work which was assigned to us is the initial registration and the login module. Actually, in our project, we are providing the two-way authentication. First, the simple login, and second one is the face recognition. So, in initial registration, not only we are providing the simple registration, also we are providing the input to the authentication team, to the face recognition team. Then the second one, in logging, we are also providing the facility of CAPTCHA to secure more of our websites. And in search, the other module is the search. We are providing the facility of the search. We are providing the three types of search: Google search, Wikipedia search, and eBay search. We are implementing three types of search in our web page. Not only that things, we are also maintaining the central database for the whole project. So our team is also maintaining the central database for the whole project.
Okay, so can you show a demo of your module which you were the lead and which your team has implemented? Can you show us?
Yeah, I'm showing the demo of my work. Here I'm going to show you the demo of my module. In our module, we are providing the facility of the search, voice-based search and text-based search. User have to enter. User have a facility of searching using the three type of search engine: Google, Wiki, and eBay. First of all, user have to choose which type of search engine they want to search. Here I'm using eBay. After that, for voice based search, you have to enable voice to text. I'm going to use the keyword Hubman. So after clicking on voice to text, I have to say that keyword which I'm going to search. Hubman. After that, it will be shown in the text box. Then you have to click on search. Here you can see that all the Google links provided by the eBay is seen in the web page. Actually, we are not directly searching on the ebay.com because in eBay some of the old links are removed, which can be seen in the Google. So it is the additional plus point.
Today we have another team lead, Miss Anupama from the content management team. She will share with us some overview of the whole module and also demo of the work her team done, and also share some experience of her team. So please meet Miss Anupama from the content management team. So Anupama, can you tell us the overview of your whole module?
Our module is divided into two parts. Firstly, the speech to text, and the second is the content management. Regarding speech to text, we had faced a lot of problem collecting the different APIs. We had looked into WebKit, CMU Sphinx, and also SAPI, which we decided to use SAPI as the API for converting speech to text. This API allows us to manipulate its dictionary and build on our own acoustic model. So we had done that, and it was a very new experience learning about the API. And regarding the content management, we had to interact with different teams, and we had to provide content to all the teams, and it was a little difficult to collect all the data, because we had to know that our data would be useful and should be compiled, because it was a learning module. So it was overall a very nice experience.
So here is the demo for the content management team.
Hello friends, our module deals with two parts. The first is the content management and second is the speech to text. We will now demonstrate the second module. We've created a dummy program which, when on load, will convert speech to text. Let me show you the demonstration here. Can you Can you play Huffman? Now this module is integrated with a search module when the search happens in the database as well as in the browser. So now when I click on search over here, this will be redirected to the next module which is yet to be integrated. Now this exe has this complete dictionary from which actually the words are getting loaded. So this is the complete demonstration of our speech to text module.
When the spring light falls into winter night.
Today we have another team lead, Miss Neha Bajaj from the RSS team. She will give us the overview of her whole module and also show us the demo of her module. So please meet Miss Neha Bajaj from the RSS team.
Basically, our module is consisting of two tasks. One is RSS feeds and the other is audio video playback. And the RSS feed is basically to help our website readers to get the updated content. So whenever the content is updated, the RSS feeds will be updated. So you can have a look at it. And the other is audio video playback. So whenever a person gives his voice, he wants to play a video, it will be converted into text, and through the text we will get the video and we will show you the video. It's just that you have to command and our website will respond to your command. And next I will show you the demo. Hello everyone, this is the virtual tutor website which we made. Let me show you the RSS feeds of my website. For that you just need to click on that RSS pink color box and you are done. If you want to see the content of the RSS feed, you just need to click on the title of the feed. If you want to subscribe for the feed, just right click on the RSS feed icon and click on the copy link address. Next, I'm gonna show you the video playback. Here you can upload the video. For that you need to have the video on your hard disk. So select that video. And you need to give some details like keywords which will be helpful for searching the video. Add some description for the video and add some topics covered in the video along with their timelines as I am doing here in my video. Now just click on upload and your video will be uploaded. Now go to video display page and here I am having a text box which will get the output from the speech to text module, and the video will be displayed, and along with that related videos will be displayed in the grid view. If you want to see that, just click on them and you will be able to see the videos. Thank you.
Mr. Smith Patel from the UI team. He will give the overview of the whole module and also the demo of his work. And after that, he will share some experience of his module, how he worked with his teammates. So please meet Mr. Smith Patel. So Mr. Smith, can you give us an overview of the module of which you have done in this project?
Hello everyone, myself Smith Patel. I am going to present on the overview about the UI module. The UI module that covers two parts. One is overall user interface of our 3D virtual tutor, and the other part is a multimedia chat system. We used the user interface that Microsoft came up with a new innovative user interface that is capable of both desktop application, web application as well as mobile application, and that called the Metro UI template. Now to make the user interface more interactive, it introduced the live tiles. Live tiles is used to display the real-time information, new information to the user. Now the other part is a multimedia chat system. Multimedia chat system, the mission of this system is to enable the rich and high quality application in the browser, real-time communication application in the browser based on the JavaScript application programmable interface and HTML5.
Okay. So I understand the overview. So can you show our viewers the demo of the whole module?
I will show you the demo.
Hi friends, myself Prakash. My team is user interface and multimedia chart system. My teammates are myself Prakash, Smith Patil, Pratik Falke, Rajanna and Ishwaraya. So this is our user interface for 3D virtual tutor. So why we have chosen this UI means it has a tiles features. In tile feature, each tile is represents the each module. So you are viewing here, so each tiles will represent the mm, each module. So what are the features of this UI is one is it is uh, good for web applications, mobile application and desktop applications. Means it is interactive for users, so you can access it from mobile also. So one more feature is it supports CSS and jQuery and HTML5 also, and it is flexible for optimized mobile, and it is more customizable. Because customizable means you can add dynamically, add tiles and you can remove dynamically. And then see one example is RSS model. RSS module, you in this tile you represent is the RSS feed. This is the tiles of one modules. Now I will show one more tile. This is a live chart. Live chart is in this live chart we have a lecture video, so that lecturer can speak with student directly. So for example, see here if you start video and allow the your camera to access, in this you will get see I am seeing here, so that another person who is present at another side is Smith Patel, so you can chat. Okay, so in the chart you have, see this is Prakash is charted by Smith Patil. I am sitting in Smith Lappy, so he is saying that how are you. So Smith is another computer, so you can chat 3 to 4 people can chat simultaneously. So this is our chat system along with video system along with audio also. See, suppose if I say hi to Smith, so he will say hi to me, so I can also chat easily. So they are getting, so hi Smith, uh, hi Smith, hello. So we are getting both, so you can chat in one system, we can chat both video, audio and
So meet Mr. Ankush Singh, the team lead from the quiz team. So he will give us an overview of his module and also the demo of the work done by his team. So meet Mr. Ankush Singh. So Mr. Ankur, can you share with us some overview of the whole module, what your team has done?
Our module is quiz and report. There are four parts in our module, quiz for text, audio, video, and image related questions. Each quiz is integrated with 3D animation character. After the generation of quiz, there will be a report. On this report, we are comparing the performance of the current performance with the previous performance, and it will also show the rank.
Okay, so can you show us a demo of your whole module?
Okay, it's the demo.
Hello, myself Lokesh Shah, and I am going to present the demo of our module, that is quiz and report. So here you are seeing the front page of our module, that is quiz. So this is the master page and it is designed using CSS and jQuery. So here we have divided our module into four sections, that is video, audio, image and text. So every section will contain 10 questions. Suppose I click in audio section, so it will have audio section questions only, and this animated character is synchronized with the questions. It will read the question, it will read the options. Suppose if I want to attend this question, so I will click, and if I don't want to attend, then I skip it. And again, if I want to attend next question, so I will click into next button. For first question, previous button will be disabled, and for this question, previous button is enabled. So whenever you want to attend again next question, so it will go into this section, and then again you want to attend next question, so it will increment your questions. And if you want to skip this question, so you can skip. And then at last you want to submit the result, so here result will come like suppose you have attempted 4 questions, here one is correct, so it will show the performance evaluation of 5 students, last 5 students. So 4 students, all the result is stored in the database. It is comparison using your previous results. Like this is now attempted, Ankur now attempted 4 question, one is correct, and these are the previous results stored in it. And this pie chart will show the number of question attempted and how many wrong and how many right questions are there in terms of percentage. So this is the result part. Again, if you click on this back button, it will go into a main front page. So again you can attempt this other section. So this is the one.
Now I have Mr. Prashant Jha with me. So Prashant, Suman has given us the objective of the whole project. So can you share with us how that objective can be achieved?
Actually, earlier all module it was given that how they are using the different multimedia technology. Firstly, the face recognition is for enhancing the security purpose, and then the second one that the audio video text-based chat system, that is for the enhancing the interactiveness between the different users who are using the websites. And we are also converting the whole website into voice-based command that is useful for the disabled people, mostly for the visually impaired people. And the main focus we are giving to the main focus to the 3D characters. 3D avatar is using for the young learner. That is the attractiveness for the young learner. That is also good for the visually impaired people.
Okay, thank you for sharing all these views and knowledge with us. So finally we have Mr. Suhan. So Mr. Suhan, can you share with us some experience during the whole working of the project?
Yeah, as a project manager, I had to interact with the individual teams. Now, I have worked in live projects in the industry, but in a class environment, the dynamics are like different. It's not the same as industry. So, understanding the class dynamics and getting to work with so many different kinds of people with so many different skill sets, it's a totally different kind of experience. I'll really remember this for my entire life, and I hope that everyone has enjoyed working in this project, and whoever uses this project in the future actually is really happy using the project. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
This is the overall demo of our project 3D Virtual Tutor. Let's join our cause because we believe that Padhega India, Tabhi to Badhega India. And thanks for watching the whole video with us, and let's continue for educating our country, India.